Okay, welcome everybody to this day one of this 21-day clearing and asking with money experiment. It's an experiment because that's what we're going to do over the next 21 days. We are going to choose daily to surrender our points of view and the energies associated with our points of view to the clearing statement if we choose. We're going to start asking for what it is we'd really like to have and start taking action on all the available possibilities that we can perceive. Now, with that last part, some of you are going to get immediate ideas right away that you're going to want to take action on. Some of you, it's going to feel a little blank until it doesn't. So I don't want you to make yourself wrong. It's day one of a 21-day adventure. Just, buckle up, hang on for the ride, and we'll just get started. One of the things I did today was I asked you guys to share with me kind of what's up for you and what you're asking for. And I want to start with that. I'm not too sure yet what our format's going to be, if it's going to be like an unmute kind of get facilitation thing, or if it's more going to be just kind of you guys put out there what I'm going to do today is you've put out there what you're asking for in the energy, and we're going to play with that together as a group. And if while we're clearing stuff, more stuff comes up that you want more attention around, you can unmute yourself and bring it up, okay? Okay, cool. So let's start with one of the things Sunita brought up today is energy around money for me feels like it's stuck somewhere deep inside within my belly region. And I feel intimidated by my own feelings of being in sync with my soul's perspectives. Okay. So I want to start by saying with this that everything about money is energetic. When you are just being you, when we're being us, we're being money. When you're being you, you're being money. You're magnetic, you're energetic, you're fun, you're easy to be around. The moment you or I go into any kind of judgment is the moment we're no longer being ourselves, and that's when everything dries up. Now, the thing about money is that most of what we're doing to ourselves is completely unconscious. So I want you guys to right now tap into, okay, first thing, what pops into your head when I say money? Does your mind go to your bank account? Does your mind go to your sales numbers? Does your mind go to, where does your mind go? And then with the word money, where does that energy show up in your body? And everything that is, and all the presumptive and the need of reactive realities, holding that in place, and everything you're avoiding and defending that holds that in place, will you destroy and create it all? Whew. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, online, shorts, boys, POVIDs, and beyonds. All right, now I want you again to put your attention on money. Where does your mind go? And what energy shows up in your body, and where does it show up in your body? Okay, and everything that energy is, and all of the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities that you're using to hold it in place, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all names, shorts, boys, POVIDs, and beyonds. Now I want you to bring up that energy. Look at the word money. What shows up in your body physically? What's the sensation? Where does it show up? Is it in your head, in your throat, in your chest, in your solar plexus, in your belly? And all the presumptive realities and all the need of reactive realities, holding that in place and everything underneath it, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all night, shorts, boys, POVIDs, and beyonds. Now, I want you to pull up the energy around money for you now and see if it's changed. Is it lighter? Is it more spacious? Is it harder to find any density, or is there still a lump somewhere? Now I want you to take, if there is still a lump, take that lump and put it outside of you. And I want you to look at it, observe it. Just notice what color it is, what texture it is, if it's rotating, if it's a solid, what's happening, what is it? And now I want you to imagine that you put your sticky gecko fingers on that, and you pull apart, you pull it open. You keep pulling it open with your gecko fingers on it, expanding that. until it's so big that it disappears. And all the avoiding and defending you've been using to not choose that you've been choosing, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy it, and create all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all names, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, now who on the call still has some energy around money? Okay, at any point you can unmute yourself and you can talk to me about it and we can look at it. Okay, now the second thing that Sunita said is like, I feel intimidated by my own feelings of being in sync with my soul's perspectives. So feelings are what we do to take us out of choice and take us out of awareness. They are the lower harmonic. Feelings are the lower harmonic of perceiving. So it's a choice we can make. We can stay in our feelings or we can start to perceive. So how much perceiving are you refusing with the feelings that you're choosing? And all the presumptive realities and need of reactive realities, holding that in place, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all names, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What potency are you refusing that you truly could be choosing, that if you would choose it, would allow you to have everything that you can? And everything that is times a gazillion, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all names, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. So a couple things to remember around money. Everything that allows money to work is you being all of you. So when you're being all of you, you're creating everything that you really want to create. You're choosing everything you really want to choose. You're giving zero fucks about what anybody thinks about it or what it means you have to lose or give away or destroy. It's just like, that's you being you. A lot of times what happens is we have this kind of secret dream that we've kept as our precious. That if we're afraid that if we let out our secret dream, it will be destroyed. So all the energy that you're using to keep your dream secret that you're choosing, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all night, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. All the presumptions you have about what it means to allow you into the world. All the presumptions you have that you're using to keep you from choosing to allow you into the world. Will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pop, all names, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And she goes, I would like to choose a different energy today, that of being in affluence. So I would kind of go, I'd like to choose, what different energy can I choose to be today that would create this right away? Instead of choosing the energy that you think is best, so which is, I've decided that if I'm in affluence, then being in sync with my soul's perspective affluence is the answer. If I'm willing to be affluence, then everything else will follow. But in truth, there are no answers. There's no one thing you can choose that will be the answer to money changing. It's what can I be for money to change right away? And it's also, and this is where clearing and asking merges. So you start to listen to yourself and what it is you like to be different and going, well, this is what have you decided is the answer to money that isn't? And all of the presumptive and need of reactive realities that you're using to hold that in place, will you destroy it and create it all? Wow. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you decided is the answer to money that isn't? And everything that is, and all the need of reactive realities you're using to prove that there is an answer and you can find the answer that you're using, will you destroy and create all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. The question is, what can I create or generate today that will bring me money right away? What can I create or generate today that will bring me money right away? Now, all of you got access to a PDF called Morning Money. I want you, your home plate is to go through that exercise every day before we go live. Okay, so if we go live at 10:30 Colombian Standard Time every day, I want you to schedule yourself 10 minutes before that and sit down and do your morning money PDF. Okay? You're going to do all that, bring that into the call, bring into the call what still is up for you. So you're going to go through the morning money PDF, and then you're going to go, okay, what's still up for me? What's coming up? What is still there that I need to handle? Okay, cool. So I'm going to go into Maria's questions. Does anybody have any questions real quick on this? Maybe this is our theme today.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, cool. All right, Maria, do you want to ask your thing live? Is it still there?
Let me just open. Let me open my.
I've got it here. I'll read it.
Okay.
So you
Cool.
said, up for me, I'm still having that unease about needing more money and not knowing where it can show up from. It's like stress around, I need more, much more. And what if it's not going to show up? Basically, yo-yo money reality.
What I meant to say is like money showed up in the last month. Like really, when I asked for it and needed it, it showed up in different ways, and there is all that stress behind. Okay, is this it? Like, will it continue? Because I need more, right?
Okay. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Okay, so is this it? Is that a question, or is it something else?
Something else for sure.
Okay, so is this it? What is underneath that? What's the point of view underneath that?
That it's a fluke, that it's ending, that it's,
Okay, yeah, that it's ending. So is that true, or is that a presumptive reality?
a presumptive reality.
Okay, so
Judging by
everything. Yeah, cool. And everything that is times a godzillion, where you destroy and create it all.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all names, shorts, boys, poveds, and beyonds. So does money, I mean, and this is something actually I really had to look at, because I was functioning as if every time, this was like 5 years ago, every time money came in, I'm like, oh my God, that's all there's ever going to be. And I didn't know I was doing that kind of constantly until the day I found it. And I was like, I really think that, like, literally once somebody pays me, that's the last time that's ever going to happen. And from there, money's going to dry up. So all the presumptive reality is creating that. Can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all names, shorts, boys, bovids, ambience, and all the need of reactive realities that you're using to prove that that's true, that you're choosing. Will you destroy it and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all names, shorts, boys, bovids, ambience. So I want all of you guys to look at, with something like this, with a point of view or a pattern that you've had around money like this. How do you start to form a question? Because a question is going to start to open up different possibilities. So does anybody have any ideas of how this energy could be turned into a generative question?
It's possible.
Yeah, of course. What else is possible? I haven't considered for sure. One of the things,
I
yeah.
kind of go, this is Shelley. I kind of force myself into gratitude. And what I mean by force, that fear is still there, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But I kind of like, oh, wait, let's be grateful. So I shift that energy. And then
Okay.
I'm like, okay, what else is possible?
Does that work? Is that working for you?
Yeah, because I'm not being grateful. I'm being scared.
Okay, cool. So for you, that changes the fear.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. So as long as shit's working, guys, do it. That's awesome that works. One of the things that I do with this, what I've done with myself, is like, is it true? I have to really pull this apart for myself, because I've usually glumped some stuff. So I went, is it true that money is going to end? Yes or no? So if it's not true that money's going to end, where else is money going to come from, and where can money come from next? So 2 questions. Where else is money going to come from, and where can money come from next? Where else is money going to come from, and where can money come from next? And what actions can I take to actualize that right away? So 3 different questions you can start to play with around this energy. Now, get that when you've been doing a particular energy as a pattern for a really long time, some of you, this is a pattern, then you might have to be very aggressive with these questions. And what I mean by that is, you want to catch yourself in this energy and then aggressively flip it to these 3 questions to start to practice a new choice. So where else is money going to come from? And what can I choose to actualize it right away? And how much more can I receive today? How many different ways can money show up for me today that I haven't considered? Okay. So we're gonna wrap up today with that. That's your experiment for today. And you can use those exact questions or you can extrapolate from those questions, but I want you to choose your experiment for today. So maybe it's that experiment, maybe it's an extrapolation of that experiment, but what I'd like to invite you to do today is look for all the different ways that money can show up for you and pull in those possibilities and see what shows up. And then we'll meet back here tomorrow and do some more. Sounds good?
Yes, thank you,
Cool.
Crystal.
You're so
Yes.
welcome. You're so welcome. And please, guys,
Thank
use the group
you.
for stuff that's coming up, and we'll start handling it again tomorrow. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. Have fun today playing with all this.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.